Morning, and welcome to Flannel Hill Farm. So yesterday was a good rest day. We actually went out to lunch with a neighbor, or I guess our neighbors. I don't know where the Beagle's going. Hey, Ben! Bentley! Go get him, KK. Go get him. Bentley! Go get him! Oh, okay, so yesterday, I'll tell you a story and then I'll go back to the beds after I get Bentley back. So we're playing fetch yesterday. So KK wants to play fetch, but she's so bad at it. Like, she's a border collie lab mix and has like the drive to play fetch like the lab, but like can't do it. And then we have a storm front, or a storm I guess, moving to the north of us. Bentley Rotto! Bentley! I'm gonna have to beat this dog. Look at this. He's across the road. Bentley! Get over here! Come! Come on! You're gonna get us all in trouble. Come on, monkey. So, trying to play fetch. You throw the ball, like, she doesn't see where it goes. She doesn't pay attention. She doesn't, like, start running for it and look for it over her head. She wants to watch you throw it and then turn and hope to catch it and figure out where it's going. So, more than half the time, she loses the ball. So then you gotta go walk to get it to then throw it again, because otherwise she just like gets in your face about playing fetch more, but you don't have a ball. Okay. Well, then you tell her to like go retrieve Bentley, go herd him up, bring him back. Got nothing. So it's like the border collie's not there, the lab's not there. I don't know. And I like to play fetch. Bentley doesn't play fetch very well, but he's Beagle. So I try to play fetch with KK. It just doesn't really work. So, alright. Now that we're back up the hill, sweet potatoes are still looking great. As long as we keep them watered, the heat doesn't seem to be affecting them. Oh! Okay, this is zucchini and spaghetti squash. And one of them that I thought wasn't going to germinate just did. So that's good. This one appears to still be working on it. These are, I think this row is cucumbers. We got some of them coming. I'm gonna have to figure out a trellis here pretty quick. And then our melons are just going to town here, so melon problem. Ooh. I'm happy about it. I'm not gonna complain about it. The wind's a little chilly. So we've been in the hundreds, and right now I think it's like 72. And there's a pretty good wind. I don't know, can you see the trees moving? There's a pretty good wind out here. I have a long sleeve shirt on, but I'm not gonna complain about it. I did put shorts on. I probably should have put pants on. Oh boy. So, I have a question for you all. Now there's 34 of you. I only literally get like 2 or 3 comments from like 2 or 3 people. So, there's 34 of you. I know this. Big K came up with the idea of doing a couple more rows this way and trellising on rows on this side of the garden beds. So those are going north-south. So he was doing some going east-west and putting trellis on that. I'm thinking that might be a good idea, and then you wouldn't have trellised plants blocking sun from the other ones, the rest of the beds. So I think it's a good idea. Let me know what you think. Today I think I'm going to weed. I think I'm going to weed until we're ready to go into town. We are going to go into town. So in the state of Missouri, in order to get your driver's license, it is easier to get your driver's license if you are registered to vote and you have I don't know if it's a voting card or what. So we are going to go into town to register to vote at the county courthouse. And then once that's done, now that we have our official address, we can go get registered to vote in town. And then while we're there, we're going to do laundry. And we are going to go look at one of the building supply places because today is full of phone calls. I got to call and get my 401k and my money looked at, get stuff on its way to me so I can send it to my financial guy, and then I gotta get other lumber yards called and get quotes on lumber. So we're gonna try to go into town and get our quote on lumber at that place. And then, oh, I just had all this. Oh, can deal with some stuff at the bank and go grocery shopping, and I don't know, I'm sure there's more and I'm missing some, but I thought we needed one of the stores down there. I don't know. So anyways, that's what we're gonna do today and make a bunch of phone calls, which I'm not entirely thrilled with, but it's gotta be done, and adulting is adulting, so here we are. I got my Dairyland Greyhound Park hat on, which is non-existent anymore, and I know that people have jobs and everybody's life is different, and time is something that there's not enough of in today's world. But just so you all know, I don't know if you all watch the news. I try not to watch the news. But since I got Bentley, the Beagle, I was made aware that they use Beagles for like testing of things. I try not to know what they test on them and all of that, because it would just anger me. But I know that they use them in labs for testing things. And they use Beagles because it doesn't matter what you do to him, he will come back. So there have been times where they are not supposed to be in the kitchen because Big K is worried about stepping on them or what have you. So they're not supposed to be in the kitchen. And he has come in the kitchen and he's, you know, his tail or whatever's gotten stepped on. He comes back to you. He does not hold a grudge. He does not. So it's horrifying to me to think that they put them, they put them through pain just because the next day they will come back to the front of the cage to, you know, have whatever done to them again. So, just so you all are aware, Virginia signed some bills about protecting dogs and cats. They called them the Beagle bills. And they signed about 5 of them. And so the United States, Humane Society of the United States, and the Virginia Humane Societies are working on raiding these breeding facilities that are purposefully breeding beagles just for lab testing, and laboratories that have beagles in them, and they are taking them and trying to get them vet care, because most of them don't have the greatest vet care, and most of them are not being fed very well. So as far as I know, they just raided a breeding facility that was just for breeding to give to labs, like laboratories, and they have 4,000. This breeding facility had 4,000 beagles, from pregnant females to nurturing females to puppies to, so be on the lookout if you want a beagle. Beagles are 100% nose. They lead their life by their nose. So you do have to keep them chained up in a fence. Do whatever you have to do to keep them, because they will wander. They will find a scent and just go. You see it with Bentley all the time. They do bay. They have a bark that's kind of between a bark and a howl. Bentley doesn't do it very often. And Bentley is super chill. He is super sweet, super chill. When he was a puppy, he growled when I stuck my hand in his food once. And he just growled. I do it all the time. I pull on his ears, I pull on his tail, I pull, and he has been fantastic. They are prone to some back problems because of how long their back is, but with weight management and exercise and not letting them jump on things that are real high and jumping off of things, that doesn't appear to be a problem. He's had a back problem before, and it was just pain meds. He just had some inflammation. Inflammation went down. He's never had that problem again. Last week he had swimmer's tail, which is basically he just overused his tail. So he like sprained his tail. And I don't know if it's Bentley or if it's Beagles, but Bentley does not do well with pain. He is a complete baby. But yeah, super chill. I love him. The only thing I don't like about Bentley is he doesn't play fetch. He's not a fetch dog. I think you could probably work with him and he would play fetch, but it doesn't come naturally like it should to this one, and it doesn't. But he is not a lab. He does not play fetch. But he is the sweetest little dog, and he will 100% go after something that he thinks is threatening me. He's like he's the small beagle. So beagles come in 13-inch and 15-inch at the shoulders. And he's the small beagle, and he will 100% go after something and not realize that he's only 13 inches tall. So beagles come in white and like a light brown. They call those lemon. They come in white, brown, and black. And the most famous dog like ever was a beagle. Snoopy was a beagle. But yeah, so if you're in the market for a beagle, they are going to be everywhere. I think right away they're going to be in Virginia and California, but there will be some that go to Wisconsin, Massachusetts. But yeah, just so you're aware, 4,000 dogs. That's insane. Hey monkey, you can come here? Come here. He's just gonna sit. He likes to sit at the top so that he can look out over. You are the strangest dog, KK. Hi, Ben. Oh, you're just gonna stay back there? Okay. I'm actually sitting on the edge of his bed. KK can use it too, it's just a dog bed, but KK doesn't use it like at all. So yeah, if you're in the market for a dog, or if you're, you know, down the road if you're in the market for a dog, just know that they are the sweetest things, and they shouldn't be tested on, because they are the sweetest things. KK is a sweet dog, but can also be a not so sweet dog. Border Collie. So, I would get another one. Big K has actually been, he wanted me to look, so I have an email into the United States, Humane Society of the United States, and the Virginia-based one, Virginia-based rescue, that's taking a bunch of them right off the bat. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. They like rabbits. Bentley has never been rabbit hunting, but he will chase down a rabbit. 100%. And he chases birds. But I think that's just a Bentley quirk. But I would have another beagle. I would do it. Right, Bentley? Right, monkey? What do you think, monk? What do you think, monkey? What do you think? So, that's all I know. That's my little soapbox. They are good for all kinds of environments. They're small enough that you can have them. Most of the time they're small enough. This one's not that small because he plays with KK, but most of them are small enough you can have them in an apartment. You can, you know, they like walks. They, like I said, they're driven by their nose. So the more sniffs in a day, the better the beagle outlook is on the day. So, but yeah, he's chill. He's super fun. I recommend an animal no matter what. I'm not a cat person, but if you are a cat person, I would recommend an animal. Animals are the only thing that is still, no matter what you do, no matter how screwed up your day is, no matter how big you screw up your day, the animal's still gonna be there. But in turn, that means you still, every day, have to take care of that animal. So, you know. All right, I am going to get to weeding. These little grassy weed things take forever. I don't know, can you see this? These little things, they're like this big. Oh, shoot. I lost it. Oh no. Here we go. These little grassy things take forever to grab. And people, Brittany, why don't you wear gloves? Gloves would be good for you. You can't pick that up with a glove. So, on your way back down the hill, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, what do you think about those other beds, making those other beds? I would really like y'all's input. I don't know everything. I have quite a few. I mean, I only have 34 subscribers, and only 50% of you that watch my videos are subscribed. If you're gonna watch it anyways, you might as well subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. So, comment, let me know what you think. And if you want to see more, I really have to work on my Instagram presence and my Facebook presence. I'm trying. I'm realizing that I'm one person, and having a social media presence is not that easy. So, on your way back down the hill, do all the good things, and be a good person, and do something different today. Do something you've never done before. Whether that's eating at a restaurant that's right across the street from your work that you've never tried, or taking a different route home so you can see something new. Do something different today. Say good morning to somebody you've never said good morning to. There you go. That's what I got. That's it. That's all. I appreciate y'all.